What is good, everybody? This is Ben coming to another video. This is for Fullmetal Alchemist episode 9, Created Feelings. Yeah, so last episode, what the fifth labyrinth, I believe it was, got destroyed. Envy pulled our guy out, Ed, out of the crumbling building. Ended up saving him. We had our guy Billy the Chopper filling excuse Miles. But we had Billy the Chopper putting all kinds of doubts in Al's head, just really kind of wrecking his spirits right now, where he's just doubting everything about Ed, which, of course, I believe it all to be BS, but he has some serious doubts going on in his mind right now. So I'm looking to see if it will kind of continue to eat at his soul, or if he's going to be able to move past it and continue on. So I don't want to take too much time here. Let's get into this episode.
We do apologize in advance for this. You acted like a selfish child. You only escaped with your life because you were lucky. You don't have to do everything
That is
on
true.
your own, you know. You can lean on other people. Nothing, I had it coming.
Since when do you ever bother to call us? Is something wrong?
Yeah, here's the deal. I hate to ask you, but do you think you could make a service call out to Central for me? Yeah.
It was kind of her fault, though, so.
I can move the fingers,
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
I feel like that's the least you can do
So, what were you doing when the
for causing this mess.
Sorry again, and thanks. Right. Goodbye.
Oh, was that your girlfriend?
Why is blood leaving his crotch?
I had a different girlfriend every week.
That's a little
What are
odd.
you doing? Sitting there in the dark by yourself? Hey, Al.
brother?
You know you can come to the room, right?
So he's there just sitting in the shadows in his thoughts. Deep in his thoughts. This is gonna be harder for him to get over, I guess.
The hospital? What happened?
Well, that didn't take long. You're gonna charge me an express service fee now, aren't you?
I bet she feels guilty for this.
I didn't do a good enough job on your audio
Yeah.
last time. And now you're
Low
back.
key, it kind of is her fault.
It's not your fault. You can't blame yourself for this. I broke it because I was being reckless. Your repairs were flawless as ever. This was all my fault.
So it turned out all right? Well then, let's
Wow.
go ahead and get right down to business, shall we? I'd like
She
to
is
charge you the
just
usual
gonna.
rush order fee, of course.
Wow. And she's gonna charge the man?
You didn't drink your milk.
Wow. That's shady. That's shady, Winry. That is.
You keep using that stupid excuse.
Shut up! I don't have to drink it if I don't wanna! I don't get it. Hal's been acting really weird lately.
Weird how?
Just seems like something's been bothering him.
Are you sure you're not a puppet created by your so-called brother? Just accept it. You'll feel better.
Sure, no problem.
Yo, Ed, my boy! You brought a pretty blonde girl into your room to sit
This
with you?
guy.
She's my auto mechanic, that's all, nothing more!
Oh, I see. You've seen
Hughes is the best, man.
I didn't want to say it all! Were you even listening to me?
Maze Hughes. I'm pleased to meet you, young lady.
You too, I'm Winry Rockbell. Hold on just a second. How much trouble have you gotten yourself into this time?
Well, you see, it's... Well, it's nothing that concerns you.
fine. I'll see you tomorrow. I have to go and see if I can find some place to stay tonight.
Come on. No need for that. Why don't you spend the night at my place?
Really?
Yes, of course.
Man, this Hughes guy is like a genuinely good guy.
Come on.
Offering his home up. Getting people employed. He's a decent fella, man. He's good. He's cool. He's cool. I feel like he steals the show every time he's on screen. You know, he's really good.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
I've known the Elrics for about as long as I can remember. We grew up together. They're like my brothers.
And I'm sure knowing those two, they must give you plenty to worry about.
That's an understatement. When they finally came back for a visit, it was because Ed's arm was all busted up. And now he calls me out here because he's been seriously injured again. Something's bothering Al, too. They keep their mouths shut, though. They don't ever tell me what's going on. It's just like when they left Risenwolf for the first time.
Maybe nothing needed to be said. You know these boys, Winry. It's possible they thought you'd understand without them saying anything. In general, men prefer to let their actions speak instead of words. When they're in pain, they don't want to burden anyone with it. Not if they can help it. They don't want anyone to worry about them.
That is true.
They are.
He may not be the best in the long run, but that is very true.
Hey, you get away from her. Alicia wants to play with me, not you.
No way, she's quite the heartbreaker already, isn't she?
You pick me. Come on, please. Away.
Listen up, boys. You try to you will answer to me.
Your actions speak too loudly!
That was a little extreme. Hughes is okay. That's it. Hughes is my favorite. Oh my god, he's my favorite. That was hilarious. He's my guy.
Gotten very attached to you.
Where would you look at that? The two of you.
I wish I was like you, Al. You've got such a big body now.
Oh Lord, you gonna set it off.
Body, brother.
Sorry. You're right. It's my fault that it happened. But I'll make it right. I'll get you back into your real body. You'll see, Al.
That's what you always say, but you don't know that for sure.
Look, I promise I'm gonna get you back. Believe me, Al, I'll do it.
He's
Maybe you wanted to say that my soul and my memories are really artificial constructions you created. You, Winry and Granny, you've been lying to me all along, haven't you? What do
he
you have to
believes
say
this
for yourself,
BS.
brother?
Is that what you really think? If you believed that all this time? Okay.
Don't go.
That was kind of an intense moment. All right,
Now, you.
I like that.
Where did that come from? Do you know what he was so afraid to talk to you about? He wants to know if you blame him for what happened to your body, Al!
It's all my fault. Al lost his body, and it's all my fault. He can't eat anymore. He can't sleep. He can't feel cold anymore. He's my little brother, and I'm supposed to protect him, and I did this. How could he ever forgive me?
Al isn't the type of boy who would resent you for this. Just ask him, and I'm sure you'll see.
No, I'm too afraid. I'm too scared of what he'll say.
And then, you idiot, you said that! Now, go get your brother! Start running, right?
Wow. Woo. Got a little dust in my eye there. Woo. That got me.
You know something,
That whole
Al?
thing got me.
We
Wow.
haven't had a good fight in a while.
Powerful
Starting to
stuff.
get flabby. I beat you.
Hmm.
The first time I ever won.
It wasn't a fair fight, brother.
Don't give me that. A win is a win, and you know it, Al. We have always fought like this, ever since we were really little. Now that I think about it, we fought over some really stupid things, haven't we?
Definitely. Like who would get the top and bottom bunks?
Yeah.
We fought over candy a lot too, huh?
And that toy, you remember?
I won that one. And when we played in the Rain River too.
Oh, yeah. You shoved me into the water.
And that fight we had during our training?
Teacher said we were being too loud, then she beat us up herself. Why don't we call that one a draw?
We even fought over which one of us would marry Winry someday.
What? I don't remember that one.
I won the fight, but she shot me down.
Oh.
Ooh, he shot his shot. I wonder why. Maybe she has feelings for another brother.
You're telling me that all those memories are lies?
Sorry.
And your determination to be whole again, to get your body back no matter what? It's a lie too?
No, it's not a lie.
That's right. We're in this together all the way. Don't forget that. And we're gonna keep pushing forward. We'll make ourselves stronger, faster, and better until we get our bodies back.
And the milk?
Milk? Fine, I'll drink a little. Whatever it takes, brother.
Mr. Hughes,
That's sweet.
maybe you don't have to hear something out loud, but it sure is helpful sometimes.
I guess it is.
Wow. I gotta say, guys, I'm very impressed with this episode so far. Jeez. Very impressed.
Your tattoo, it's really amazing.
Yes, it's important to me. A precious gift from my family.
Damn good episode. Let me check if there's any in credit scenes. All right, guys, man, that was a damn good episode. I am very impressed with this episode, I gotta say. And to say the truth, it has nothing to do with any action. Obviously, there was no action in this episode whatsoever. It was the dialogue, it was the writing, the character building, just everything about it was so masterful. It kind of just takes you for this ride and just kind of expands on these characters we already know and love and kind of just gives them that much more depth. Like in the first part of the episode, Hughes, I gotta say, guys, Hughes is my favorite. He is the best. It's like he knows what's to say. He's always helpful and willing to help anyone in need. And he's just so giving. And you got that sense from him in this episode. And even when Winry was kind of like doubting herself for a moment as far as wanting that validation from her friends, he knew just what to say to her to get to her. And I thought that was really great. You saw that much more in Hughes that made you love him even more. And even Winry as well. You got to get more of an insight into her. And I thought that was great. I do think it was grimy that she was still going to charge Al all those costs when she's the one that caused all the problems in the first place. But no. It's kind of sketchy, but it's all right. Give her a pass. As far as Al, he kind of succumbed to these thoughts. He really, really started to believe that, he was a creation by Ed. I thought that was something interesting to explore because obviously, you're watching this episode, you're going to assume, okay, boom, everything that they set up is actually happening. But for somebody that lost their body is now trapped in a suit of armor, who's to say that this couldn't be possible? Who's to say that, it couldn't be all a creation by Ed and these memories and everything like that. So I kind of get it in one sense, but then you also get the fact that Ed's reaction, he almost felt disrespected in a way, because one, he feels bad, he feels terrible already for putting his brother in this situation, and now to be called out in this fashion, I feel like really hurt him to the core. And like I said, just having the storyline play out is one thing, but the dialogue with everything was just so good, so meaty. It was I don't know how to describe it. A lot of the animes I watch, dialogue is never usually this good. It's usually, a lot of action, this and that, you kind of brush through, but they took some real time this whole episode. Like I said, no action, just all dialogue, and it was amazing. It makes me that much more impressed with this show. Nothing but high marks. I thought I would never say that about an episode with no action, literally no action, but this was, I feel like, one of the best episodes, right there next to the episode with the little girl turning into the getting fused with the dog. I forget what it's called, but I think it was like episode 3 or 4. Crazy episode, but this is right up there with it. And I just love and appreciate good dialogue, and this had it in spades. So I love it. Looking forward to the next episode. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It really does help out this channel. And let me know in the comment section what was your favorite part about this episode. Thank you so much, guys, and you guys have a good one.